Hello everybody and welcome back to Book Fights, the show where we take our favorite recipes from cookbooks right here in the Fort Frances Public Library. Today we're pulling a recipe from Apples for Jam. Apples for Jam by Tessa Kiros is definitely one of our most colorful cookbooks out there, for it has a different color for each recipe. Today we're taking a look at her raspberry ripple ice cream. For this recipe, you will need 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, about 2 cups of raspberries, and for the ice cream you will need half a cup of superfine sugar, and then for your raspberry puree you will need 3 tablespoons of the superfine sugar. You will also need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a cup of water. You will need 3 eggs, and the juice of about half a lemon. Fun ice cream fact. Did you know that brain freezes are caused by when the ice cream actually touches the roof of your mouth? And this causes the blood vessels in your brain to dilate. Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. And now that we're here, let's get started. So your first step is gonna be to heat your 1 cup of milk gently in a saucepan. Okay, well, while we wait and let the milk heat up, let's mix together our eggs, vanilla, and sugar. And you're gonna wanna mix these in a bowl with a whisk until they're smooth. Okay, what you're going to do with your egg mixture is take a ladle of the milk and pour it in to acclimatize the eggs. Then you're gonna whisk it around until it's completely mixed in. After that's completely mixed in, you're going to take your egg mixture and you're going to just dump it into your milk. So here you go. It should still be hot and you're going to want to cook it until the eggs just completely cooked through. Now is the time we can add in your 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And you're just going to whisk this around until it's nice and combined. Okie dokie, now that's done. Now that that's done, you're gonna wanna put a lid on that bad boy and just let it cool down. And every once in a while, you're going to want to go in and just mix it up a little bit. Like so. And just set it to the side. Okay, now that we've let it cool, let's set it off into the freezer to cool for just a couple hours. Okay, now that you have your ice cream in the freezer, keep it in there for a couple more hours. But while it's freezing, let's start on the raspberry puree. In a saucepan, you're going to combine your 3 tablespoons of superfine sugar, half the juice of a lemon, and half a cup of water. You're going to bring that to a boil and then let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Next is the fun part. You add in your 2 cups of raspberries. This is my version of puree, just mashing it around. If you want to use something like a blender, you feel free, but I find this is just easier and more practical. So once it's done, it should look something like this. You want to get as much of the juice out as possible. Okay, now that you're done pureeing your raspberry puree, now you want to sift it very gently into your ice cream. You're going to want to use a sieve because you don't want to get all those seeds into your ice cream and it'll just be a crunchy mess. Okay, now that you've sifted your raspberry puree into your ice cream, you're going to want to mix it up just a tad so you get that nice little swirl. Next, for the last couple steps, you just have to pop it right back in the freezer until you're ready to serve. Okay, Well, now that you've taken your ice cream out of the freezer and it's completely freezed over, you're just going to want to wait maybe half an hour to 1 hour just to let it melt a little bit so it's easier to scoop. Now once that's done, you can serve up in your favorite cup. Did you know the biggest ice cream sundae ever made was in Edmonton, Alberta, and it actually ended up weighing 24 tons, and that was in 1988. Crazy. Now all you need to do is serve up with your favorite topping, mine's chocolate sprinkles, and enjoy. And remember, when you tune into Book Bites, always bring your appetite. Hey, you! Do you want to be featured in our next Fort Frances Community Cookbook? Well, email me at joellebreer@fortfrances.ca and send me your favorite recipe and your favorite memory to go along with it. And we can include you in our next borrowable Fort Frances Community Cookbook.